feels like any other player. Now Gay can turn and spins it in behind for Mane. Bono will come out and just get there ahead of Sadio Mane. We'll actually see it out of play for a goal kick. Good goalkeeping by Bono, making his 87th appearance for Morocco tonight. Kalidou Koulibaly is in the stands watching on. He would have loved to have been out there playing today. So half an hour into it. He may have been out injured anyway, Kalidou Koulibaly, because he did come off with an injury in the last game. He had already picked up a booking as well, which meant he was suspended, which I always think is an unfair rule. I feel like it should reset. You want to see the best players playing at a final. Hakimi to Adam Messina. Al-Nui will come back. Hilal El Kanous. All the way back to Nayef Agard. Agard finds Ismail Saibari. There is Azazouli, the Real Betis winger, who's been excellent in the La Liga this season. Goes back to Mazraoui, and Mazraoui's caught by Iliman Ndiaye. That is certainly going to be correct. So it will be a dangerous position really for Morocco to take a free kick out on the left side. Senegal are going to have to get back into shape. They're going to have to defend here. Looks like their defensive line will be about 15 yards out, maybe even 12 yards out, level with the penalty spot. A couple of players just asking questions to Ndala and Garbo. He's got a big task today, refereeing his first ever AFCON game. Huge for the Congolese official. So out on that left side, Ayoub El Karbi speaking to Adam Messina. 32 minutes on the clock. Seems like they're having quite a in-depth conversation, in fact. Referee just marking out the wall. So we're waiting for the delivery to come in. She's marked out a two-man wall, which has been assembled by Edouard Mendy. Azazouli is the man stood over it, though. Puts two arms in the air, does Azazouli. So will now deliver it all the way to the far post, and it will be seen out for a goal kick. It looked like all the Morocco players have made movements towards the near post, and Azazouli went to the far post. At the moment, best chance of the game came from a corner for Senegal at the far post. Headed by Pape Gueye, but it was well saved by Bono. Edouard Mendy yet to be tested in the Senegalese goal. But let's not forget about the noise of that Senegalese supporters that are making fantastic noise, dancing in the stands. It certainly is beautiful to see when they are in action. The ball goes out to the left side. Moussa Niakate will just try and hook it forward. He does hook it forward, and there is a Senegalese player that is caught. The referee will play an advantage. Sadio Mane is caught from behind, but as he switches it out to the right side and finds Antoine Mendy, the official is happy with them to carry on. So here's Malik Diouf coming down the left flank. He falls over, then gets back up onto his feet. He's battling with Brahim Diaz. Diouf still coming. He finds Iliman Ndiaye, still in the Morocco half. That's well won by Al-Nui. Now Ismail Saibari battles with Lamine Camara for the ball. Camara comes out on top. A little bit messy in there. The referee is letting a lot go at the moment. That to Adam Messina. Messina will find Nayef Agard. Agard out to the right side. Brahim Diaz trying to link up with Hakimi. So it goes out to the left side. Idrissa Gueye finds Sadio Mane. Mane racing forward. Is he caught from behind? No. The referee allows play to continue. Noussair Mazraoui carries on coming forward. Here is Ismail Saibari. Saibari goes all the way back. It's Adam Messina. All the way back, it's Mazraoui on the ball. Here is Ismail Saibari. Play a 1-2 with Ezzazzouli. It's a captivating game here. It's out to the right side. It is number 23, El Khanous, going down the right side. He tries to cross it in, but it's Moussa Niakhaté gets across and is able to boot it out. And it is booted out by Moussa Niakhaté. Good defensive work from him. Iliman Ndiaye stays down on the ground. So it looks like there's a little bit of concern for him here. So a little bit of treatment required for Iliman Ndiaye here. The medical staff are on. Senegalese players are surrounding him. There is El Anoui who won the ball off him. Certainly not a foul. If anything, it looked like Iliman Ndiaye hurtled El Anoui down to the ground rather than the other way. So there are substitutes warming up down there, getting ready to potentially come on. There's a little bit of concern for Papchar, because of course Iliman Ndiaye is one of his strongest players. He's only got one goal contribution in 5 starts. A lot of people had name-checked him as a potential player of the tournament. The Crystal Palace winger Ismaila Sarr is on the bench. So is the PSG winger Ibrahim Mbaye. Crystal Palace have been missing Ismaila Sarr. They've gone 10 games without a win. And well, a lot of those games have been played without him. He's scored plenty of goals for Crystal Palace. So here is Gueye, finds Nicholas Jackson. Jackson can send it out to the right side. Here is Iliman Ndiaye back up onto his feet. He's got to score. He doesn't. It's Bono with the save. And just as we were talking that Iliman Ndiaye may have to come off the pitch, he really should have done better in that moment there. He was shifted out to the right side. He was one-on-one with Bono. But the goalkeeper in all orange made himself as big as possible, spreading his legs. And he's just got a toe on the ball. It's gone out for a corner. Iliman Ndiaye falls down to his knees. Looks so dejected that he hasn't got a goal there. But he's got to get back up here. There is a corner which will be delivered in. It's really poor. Cleared away at the near post. Juice delivery. El Kaabi was the man back defending there. Mamadou Sarr picks up for Senegal though. Here is Nicholas Jackson. Comes to the captain, Idrissa Gueye. He's going to switch it out to this right side. He finds Iliman Ndiaye. Ndiaye will get there. All the way back, it's Gueye. Now into Lamine Camara. Up to the left side. El Hadji Malik Diouf, who is excellent going forward, but a little bit suspect defensively at times. Antoine Mendy, who's making his first appearance of the tournament, not even made a substitute appearance yet. Mamadou Sarr to Moussa Niakhaté. We're in a 70,000 stadium here. It's Mane going down the left side, finds Nicholas Jackson on the edge of the box. Jackson, is he brought down? Although apparently Jackson brings Neil El Anoui down, according to the referee. The free kick will be given. There was a chance, and it was Bono who came out and made the save. A good stop. And need a little bit of luck when you're the goalkeeper, Bono. He stretched as big as possible and made an excellent save. So it's going to be a corner on that near side. Achraf Hakimi has made his way forward. And it is going to be left for Ezzarzouli to deliver towards the near post, headed away by Pape Gueye, who's all the way back there defending. Now left side with Ezzarzouli with the delivery all the way towards the near post, and the flick on by Agard somehow doesn't end up in the back. So El Khanous across to Agard. Now Adam Messina to Agard. We've got 3 minutes until half time, but it is absolutely flown by. It's been a really good contest so far. Mazraoui will hook it down the left side, finding Ezzarzouli. There is Ezzarzouli inside the box now, running at Antoine Mendy. He'll pull it back for Ismail Saibari. What a tackle that is by Lamine Camara. Had to get it right because he's on a yellow card. Comes out to the right side, finds Achraf Hakimi. 3 in white in the box, but Morocco just being patient out on the right channel. It's the Real Madrid winger, Brahim Diaz, and that's a good tackle by El Hadji Malik Diouf. Good sliding challenge by him down there. So Ismail Saibari just was looking to shoot on the edge of the box, but Lamine Camara, the last-ditch tackle. He was caught in the face, actually, was Lamine Camara. He stayed down in the ground. He received a boot in the face, so the Congolese official, Ndala Ngabo, has just called the medical staff on to have a look at Lamine Camara, who's the only player to have been booked so far. So Senegalese supporters continue to dance in the stands, but 44 minutes gone here. It is Senegal 0, Morocco 0. It was an incredible sliding challenge by Lamine Camara, but as he went down for the challenge, he was caught by Ismail Saibari. He stood it in the face, but he didn't mean it at all. Saibari just fell down to the ground because of the tackle. So the Tottenham Hotspur midfielder, Pape Matar Sarr, is down there warming up for Senegal. Joe is stood on the edge of his dugout with his hands in his pocket, watching on. He will certainly be concerned about the injury sustained to Lamine Camara here. The stretcher is on, which is something we have seen a lot of during the AFCON. Referees asking for the stretcher to come on when perhaps it hasn't needed to. But Sarr hasn't been given the nod yet to come on. 44 minutes played. 55% of the ball Senegal have had. We've seen 3 shots for them, 2 shots for Morocco. Only 2 shots on target came from Senegal, but thankfully for Senegal and Pape Thiaw, Lamine Camara is back up onto his feet, and can't understate how great of a tackle that was from the 22-year-old. So we're soon to find out how much additional time we've got, but here is Noussair Mazraoui on the ball. Comes out to the left side, finds Ezzarzouli. And that's good tackle by Antoine Mendy, who's done well. He slotted in well at right full-back in the absence of Crepin Diatta. He's not been able to make the substitute bench. So here is Nicholas Jackson. There's an attack on here for Senegal. 4-on-4 attack. Jackson can shift out to the left side. Mane inside the box, comes in onto his right foot. But that's an excellent sliding challenge by Adam Messina as we go into 2 additional minutes at the end of this first half, but it was Nicholas Jackson just moving it out to the left side. Sadio Mane was cutting in, and that is a real good sliding challenge by Adam Messina, the former Watford defender. But it will prevent Senegal with, or present, shall I say, Senegal with an opportunity to attack. Messina, who spent 4 years at Vicarage Road with Watford, but he has been at the heart of what has been an outstanding defence for Morocco, who have only conceded 1 goal this entire tournament. Senegal have only conceded 2 goals. They have both been superb tournament sides, and we can confirm that the 2 additional minutes has been upgraded to 4 additional minutes because of the injury to Lamine Camara. So we've still got 3 minutes to go here, and it's juiced over it, but before the delivery could come in, Nicholas Jackson and Ismail Saibari just falling to the ground. So Ndala Ngabo will make his way over, speaking to those players, saying, I'm looking at you, the VAR is looking at you, there's no need to foul each other. And Ngabo's just trying to explain that. It's actually Noussair Mazraoui. Nicholas Jackson just keeps backing into him, putting a little bit of pressure on Bono, stood right by him. Delivery to come in. Mamadou Sarr gets a touch on it, but it will be cleared away. Here is Iliman Ndiaye. Ndiaye loses it, and it's Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz inside to Bilal El Khanous. It's out to the left flank, finding Noussair Mazraoui. Mazraoui will carry it forward. It's Brahim Diaz. Come inside. All the way back. There's Agard. Agard will play it to Adam Messina, the left centre-back. Messina to Noussair Mazraoui. Mazraoui just get the ball out of his feet. Find Ezzazzouli. Neil El Anoui. He's been the conductor in the midfield for Morocco. Just picking it up on the halfway line is the 24-year-old. Started every game. A lot of regular starters in this Morocco side as Pat Gay gets on it. We'll go back to the captain, Idrissa Gana Gueye. Gana Gueye will just give it to Moussa Niakhaté, the Lyon centre-back. He'll go back inside to Gueye, and Gueye will just launch it forward, but that'll go all the way through into the hands of Bono, who's into the final minutes of additional time now. Bono just rolls it out for Adam Messina. It's a really poor pass by Ismail Saibari. Iliman Ndiaye coming forward, running at the Morocco defence. He finds Lamine Camara with the effort, but Noussair Mazraoui with an excellent sliding challenge to block off the effort. Here is Brahim Diaz coming forward for Morocco now. He's got options. He will play it out to the right side. It comes to Saibari with the effort, but Gana Gueye blocks it off on that occasion. The clearance just comes onto the chest of Mazraoui. Now Ezzazzouli. Ezzazzouli going down the left flank, crosses it in, and Antoine Mendy knocks it out for a corner. So we're going to get our final chance of the half here. 49th minute. It remains goalless, but it was Lamine Camara with the effort on the edge of the box, and it was an incredible sliding challenge by Noussair Mazraoui, which was celebrated like a goal from his manager Walid Regragui. So it's the Ballon d'Or contender Achraf Hakimi comes over to take the corner, goes short. Hakimi with a delivery in. Nicholas Jackson will boot it out, and the referee is going to stop it there. So just under 50 minutes played in the first half. Senegal have edged the encounter so far, but
hardest thing in the world that I've ever done. My concern with all of this, and particularly with VAR, is that the referees are under so much scrutiny now. Are they going to get everything right? No, they're not. Does every footballer get everything right? No, they don't. And a lot of footballers will, as Chris knows with, with the game that you have, there's a load of footballers trying to cheat all of the time in terms of what they're doing on the pitch. But the scrutiny that's put on the referees at the moment is just bizarre. And if you think of last weekend when we had that incredible weekend of FA Cup football, there's one thing that wasn't involved in any of that, and that was VAR. And I think there's something, maybe like Sweden did, where they went out of VAR over here. I think there's something that we might want to consider in the English game again, where actually we just get back to the fact that referees make the decision and you live with it or you die with it one way or another, rather than, well, the referees made a decision, but let's check that over in 15 different angles in slow motion over video, and then we can tell them whether they're right or they're wrong.
Thank you, Michael. Some really good points there, Christopher.
Yeah, I mean, the VAR debate is, it's fascinating because I mean, it does rear its ugly head every now and again, and I mean, there are so many decisions now where this debate is coming up. Do we actually need VAR? And I thought we'd get past the stage where everybody would just accept it, but there seems to be, I don't know whether it's just because it's January, people seem to be angrier than ever about VAR, Rob.
08085 909 693. What makes a referee's job really hard, Chris, is simulation. Let's go. See how I did that?
And Morgan Rogers always put it back into his own penalty area to Brennan Johnson. Johnson goes down under challenge from Lindelof, and the referee is going to stop play and book Brennan Johnson for diving. Johnson, 2 games, 2 yellow cards since arriving. But Johnson, that is, I'm afraid, a dive.
Yeah,
Lindelof hasn't really made a challenge.
Yeah, it's saying the ball, and then as he struck the turn, he realises Lindelof favoured to win it and just tries to lean into it. Never going to get a penalty for that.
Here's Hannibal, as he just found a little clip from Fernandez. He has, and a yellow card. Oh no, he's booked Hannibal for diving. Oh. He's given a free kick for Manchester United. It's a yellow card for Hannibal for diving. That's his second yellow card for diving this season.
And it was.
It definitely was. As indeed was his first yellow card for diving.
Goodmanson heads away for Leeds. It's still not for Joe Linton, goes down. And he points the other way, does the referee. And I think, does that mean a yellow card's coming out for Joe Linton for diving? Referee immediately turned it the other way and books him for simulation.
Well, yeah, he has. He's just tripped himself on the floor, hasn't he?
He's taken it on his thigh.
Taken on his thigh.
Oh, that's a disgrace. Absolute dive.
Oh, I mean, no, Joe Linton. I mean, what was that? Brennan Johnson, bad boy Brennan. He didn't jump, did he? He dived, but the winner of this week's simulation game, horrible Hannibal, on a journey, Rob, on a diving journey. Second time this season he's been caught. Come on, Hannibal, you are better than that. We don't want to call these people out, Rob. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, we will hunt you down, we will track you down, and we will call you out on 5 Live for simulation, Rob, won't we?
The winner for the second time, Chris?
Second time,
Hannibal of Burnley, the winner of this week's simulation game.
What a journey you want to be on, Hannibal.
Yeah. Let's go to a Spurs fan. Fergie, how are you?
I am fine, thank you, Robbie. Chris,
Good.
how you
Well,
doing?
you're not really if you're a Spurs fan. How can you
No,
say
I'm
it?
actually terrible. Yeah, awful. What a horrible day.
Oh. So come on then. What do you think? There's a lot of anger amongst Spurs fans. Who's to blame? Players, manager, the club hierarchy?
If this was Big Ange, by the way, if this was Big Ange,
Chris would be saying,
oh, Spurs are doing great. Carry on.
He won a trophy.
I think, it's a bit of everything, really. Like, I've been a Spurs fan for 25 years, and I think this is the most disengaged with the club I've ever felt. And from what I see online, I think so many Spurs fans feel the same, and it's like Frank he has no plan. Like with the previous managers, although they've been pretty much terrible since Pochettino, there's always been a way you watch it and you know what's going to happen. With Frank, it's just nothing, and there's no style. There's nothing that like you can hang your hat on saying like if this clicks, this is going to work. And it's just like the fans have lost interest in it, and they're losing faith in the board. And I think even if the board think he can turn it around, they've almost like lost the fan base anyway by not making that decision. And the fan base have clearly lost interest in Frank. It's the most united I've seen the fans in a long time, and being united about Frank shouldn't be there. And I think the board just need to make the move. And I've been checking my phone all day just waiting for it, and it's not happening. And that just makes me think, what are the board doing? Do they know? Do they not see it? Do they not understand? If I can see it as some 34-year-old who doesn't understand football as well as anyone else, then surely they see it.
I mean, it's an interesting one. The one thing I do think, though, about Spurs, you've had your managers in recent times who have been there and done it and won it. So where does Spurs go next for a manager? I mean, and all I ever hear from Spurs fans, and this isn't a criticism, let's go back to Poch. That's all you get.
I mean,
that's
the easy answer for the board. I think that's the easy answer because it gets the fans back on side straight away. But yeah, you're right. Like, what do we do? Because it just doesn't work. They've tried winners. They've tried project managers. They need to spend on the squad. Clearly, there's gaping holes there. And they need to be able to attract better players by offering better wages. Like, that is clear. But where do you go with a manager? Like,
yeah, but you've called in national radio and you've said you want Thomas Frank out. Okay, so yeah. Where so who's next? Give us a name which other Spurs fans listening can have that sort of eureka moment if they're in the bath, jump out of the bath and shout down to the family. This name is amazing.
Well,
Go on.
Well, I think Xavi would be a good option. I think he played some good stuff at Barcelona. He worked well with young players, and what Tottenham does have is a talented group of sort of 19, 20-year-olds. So a manager that's going to prioritise...
That might get you 8th place.
Yeah. Well, 8th place is better than 17th or wherever we are now.
Yeah, good point. Yeah,
that's a great point.
So, at least it's something, and if it means these young players get developed, then fine. Like, seeing...
Is that what you want to be? Is that what Tottenham want to be, a development club? You had Big Angin, who won you a trophy, who played Ange ball at the top of the table. Unbelievable. For Harry Kane had gone. I mean...
But I don't want to be a club who's looking down, worried about what's below rather than what's above. And the next step in that is, I think, a bit of development of the players that are actually showing some potential in the squad.
So that's all. So what if Thomas Frank went down that route though, and said, right, okay, well, I'm just going to play kids from now on. I mean, the Spurs fans aren't going to have that if they keep losing.
Thank you so much for the call, Fergie. Let's finish, Chris, with a Villa fan. What are your old clubs? Alex, how are you?
Not too bad. I'll be honest with you. Travelling back from the Villa game today, pretty miserable. But listening to that Spurs fan, it's kind of cheered me up a little bit.
Come on, that's a poor gloat. Come on.
Nah, well, listen. I think at the end of the day, Unai obviously is very disappointed, but we have continually had to sell players, to buy players, to get players in on loan. We're third in the league. Like joint points with Man City, who are able to spend millions and millions and millions, despite them having 115 charges looming over them. We've got billionaire owners that can't spend. We're third. We're level with them. So I think a little bit of perspective.
Do you win a trophy? Do you win a trophy for third?
No, you don't. But we could win a trophy in the Europa League, FA Cup. We've got a hell of a lot more to be happy about than the Spurs, if that's your comparison.
But so have most clubs in the.
And it's a bigger club, innit? As well as a bigger club as well.
Well, let's not get into that debate because I think otherwise your phone lines will be ringing next week.
Villa's a bigger club. Villa's a bigger club.
Well, you're preaching to the preach there, Robbie. I think.
European
Chris,
Cup winners.
isn't it, Chris?
European Cup winners.
Yes, exactly.
That's it.
Bigger
but
club.
I think, look, at the end of the day, disappointed today. Going back to your point about refs, clear foul on Rodgers. Refs too scared to send off another Everton player after Moyes has been moaning in the press about it.
That's not. Come on, that's not why the ref didn't send James Garner off.
Did you watch the game, Chris?
Yeah. I thought it should have been a second yellow. But that wasn't. The ref didn't make decision that decision based on what David Moyes
didn't he
said.
give it? It's right in front of him.
Well, I don't know, but it wasn't based on what David Moyes has said in the press in the week.
Oh, listen, Alex. Thank you, Alex. We'll never find out because we haven't got time. Oh, what about that, Christopher? Thank you for listening. Thanks for your calls. I'm back with you next Sunday, Chris, after Arsenal, Manchester United. Chris is back with Natalie next Saturday after Bournemouth v Liverpool. Wayne Rooney next on 5 Live. Over on Sports Extra, Christopher, it's NFL playoffs. The Texans v the Patriots. You love the NFL. Who are the Texans?
Houston.
Yeah, and who are the Patriots?
New England, Rob. Come on, near Boston. Just south of Boston.
It's a Shooting Star production for BBC Radio 5 Live. Well done, Christopher. See you next week.
Night, Rob.
The voice of the UK. This is BBC Radio 5 Live.
With the BBC News on 5 Live, I'm Giuliano Cazaday. Downing Street says Sir Keir Starmer has spoken to Donald Trump and told him that applying tariffs on allies over Greenland is wrong. President Trump has said the import taxes will remain in place on 8 countries, including the UK, who oppose his plans, until a deal is reached to purchase the Danish territory. John Bolton was a national security advisor during President Trump's first term, though the two have since fallen out.
He is so limited in his thinking that he's gotten this obsession with taking control of Greenland and doesn't care about the ramifications of what he does or says on anything else. If Trump continues down this line, I really believe that dissent within the Republican Party in Congress, which has been muted for the first year to be polite about it, will not be muted anymore.
The government has pulled out of an amendment to its proposed Hillsborough law after campaigners and MPs expressed concern the legislation was being watered down. The bill aims to force public officials to tell the truth after a disaster. Under the amendment, which now won't be moved, staff from intelligence agencies could have been exempt. Here's our political correspondent, Joe Pike.
There have been really, really difficult conversations and disagreements over balancing the arguments of the families of victims, but balancing national security as well. Lisa Nandy, the Culture Secretary, was on the BBC this morning saying she thought everything would be sorted by Monday and this vote would go ahead. She was clearly wrong. I think what government figures, officials have decided this afternoon is they do not have the votes to get it through Parliament.
Norfolk Police says it's arrested a man in his 60s on suspicion of murder after a woman was fatally injured on a street last night in Norwich. The victim was in her 40s. Almost 5,000 properties across Kent are facing further disruption to their water supplies. An electrical fault at a southeast water treatment works has affected villages around Maidstone. The latest disruption comes after 30,000 people in Sussex and Kent were affected by water problems earlier this week. And thousands of bags of uncooked chips have washed up on a beach near Eastbourne in Sussex. Food items have been coming ashore after 16 containers fell from a cargo ship last month. Those are your news headlines. Dean Wilson has the sport.
Yes, host Morocco and Senegal are battling it out in the final of the African Cup of Nations, and with the second half about to get underway, the score remains 0-0. In the Premier League, Aston Villa stay in third place after losing 1-0 at home to Everton, while Wolves drew 0-0 with Newcastle at Molineux. Part-timers Auchinleck Talbot were knocked out of the Scottish Cup by 42 times winners Celtic 2-0. To tennis, and British number 1 Emma Raducanu shook off a slow start to beat Thailand's Mananchaya Sawankao in the first round of the Australian Open. Raducanu was joined in the second round by fellow Brits Arthur Ferry and Cameron Norrie. Qualifier Ferry knocked out Italian 20th seed Flavio Caboli to claim the tournament's first shock. In the snooker, Kyron Wilson and John Higgins are both looking to become the Masters champion, and Wilson currently leads 6 frames to 4. And in rugby union, Northampton and Harlequins both secured home ties in the last 16 of the Champions Cup, and Saracens will join them despite losing 28-3 to Glasgow.
BBC Radio 5 Live. Weekdays from 9.
as we come into the second period with the scores level. It is Senegal 0, Morocco 0. As we come in to the second half here, Senegal were the better team in truth in the first half. They had two excellent opportunities, a header at the far post, which was well saved by Bono. It was Pap Gay with a header from a corner, which he probably should have put into the back of the net. But then the best opportunity of the game fell to Iliman Ndiaye, running in one-on-one with the goalkeeper, who struck it low across the goal. But Bono once again came out on top, getting a good toe on the ball and was able to divert it out for a corner. So they were the only two shots of any real relevance to tell you about. Morocco were decent, but Senegal certainly seemed to have a little bit more about them. The supporters are starting to make their way back into the stands as we are underway here in this second half. Senegal in their all-green strip, Morocco in their all-white strip here. So the ball comes out to the left side, which it comes to Pap Gay, just going to launch it forward. There is Pap Gay, who's challenging for it. Agard feels like the ball has come off him. We're going to see it back now. Does it come off Sadio Mane? Agard last. It looks like Agard has just kicked it out. It looks like it should definitely be a corner. Pat Chow has sat down in his chair to check it on the screen. He's now got a cap on his head and a hood. Globali not able to play today. It's gone out for a goal kick actually, so Bono looked to switch it out to Hakimi, but it'd be headed away. Pat Gay brings it down all the way back. All the way back to Mamadou Sarr. Mamadou Sarr into the midfield. All the way back. Here is Sarr. Sarr goes out to the right side. Nkite. Inside, it's Lamine Kamara. Kamara goes out to the right side. Now Idrissa Gana again, just dropping in between the two central defenders. And it's Mamadou Sarr. Mamadou Sarr will force it forward. And it's a tackle that comes in from behind by Neil El Anoui. Anoui just being caught by Idrissa Gana, although for me it looks like El Anoui possibly caught him instead, and perhaps the free kick should be going in the other direction. Just helping him back up onto his feet now. Ball goes forward, it's going to be cleared away, and then it's headed out to Hakimi on this right side. Hakimi all the way back to Adam Messina. Adam Messina into Ismail Saibari. So we will bring you up to date with the starting lineups at the start of this second half. So here is Mazraoui inside. And it's Azalouli will cross it in. It's going to be headed. And Hakimi tries to keep it in. It's going to be headed by Diouf, and it goes out for a corner. Diouf just arguing with his goalkeeper, Edouard Mendy. And it's going to be a corner opportunity, which Hakimi comes over to take it. And he is going to deliver it in. He puts both arms in the air. So Hakimi launches it forward all the way to the far post, goes all the way through. And it's Ismail Saibari who's just going to get on it. It's going to be switched out to the right side. Hakimi will try and get there. Mane will head it out for a Morocco corner. Mane turning around, not happy. It certainly came off his head. It's Hakimi just putting the ball down. One ball goes forward, comes out, and it's going to be Azazuli picks it up. He's going to try and cut in onto his right foot. He'll lay offside Bari on the edge of the box, but it's Iliman Ndiaye who's going to block off the effort. Mazraoui. To the left side is Malsai Bari coming forward. He's going to cross it in. And it's Mamadou Sarr who just there, and he's going to boot it out. And it goes all the way back to Adam Messina. Messina to Bilal El Kanous. Out to the left flank, Nusayr Mazraoui. And now Ezzazzouli on the left side. Ezzazzouli comes and tries to take on Antoine Mendy, and Antoine Mendy is adjudged to have fouled Ezzazzouli, and it'll be a free kick for Morocco, level with the 18-yard box. Abdallah Ngabo just giving the free kick. It certainly was. Just caught was Ezzazzouli. Just trying to take on Antoine Mendy. It was a ball that was delivered in, and it was headed away. We'll present them with a good opportunity now to deliver in. Edouard Mendy just trying to organise a wall down in front of him. It's brilliant noise inside the stadium now. Really, really good noise. So we're waiting for the ball to be delivered in on that near side. Couple of players stood over it. Two-man wall assembled. Lamine Camara and Ndiaye stood in it. It'll be delivered. It'll be straight into the two-man wall. Actually hits Iliman Ndiaye. Goes out for a throw for Morocco. It was Hakimi. He was just trying to curl it around the wall, but it was blocked off. Quickly its way over to take the throw. Goes back to Mazraoui. Mazraoui goes all the way back to Agard. Give it to Messina. Messina inside. And he will send a long ball forward. Headed by Niakate. And Sadio Mane. Mane goes all the way back. And it's Diouf. Tries to send it forward, but he's well tackled by El Kanous. Ball goes forward up towards Sadio Mane. Mane controls it, and Mane floats down to the floor. And Iliman Ndiaye will go all the way back to Antoine Mendy. Now it's Garnegay, the captain. He just sends it down the right channel for Nicholas Jackson, who's going to look to hold it up and then bring others into play. He's going to run at Mazraoui instead. Mazraoui with the tackle. Mazraoui goes down holding his face. Here is Iliman Ndiaye. Outside the box, Mazraoui stays down on the ground. The referee's going to stop it because the Manchester United fullback is down holding his face. So this could be a source of frustration for Senegal because they were attacking there, but Mazraoui goes down holding his face. I don't know where he's been caught. Oh, he's maybe just been poked in the eye. Nicholas Jackson when he was running, little finger going into the eye. It's not really a head injury though. But he just slows down the game for Senegal. 10 minutes into this second half. So here's Iliman Ndiaye. Going to the right side. All the way back. This goes forward towards Nicholas Jackson. Tries to hold on to it. He's bundled over by Neil El Anoui. El Anoui with the foul. So it'll be a free kick for Senegal. I think Kamara complaining. He feels like there maybe should be a card dished out here by Ndala and Garbo. We've only seen one yellow card, which has been brandished in the face of the aforementioned Lamine Camara. So it goes back, and it's Kalidou Koulibaly. Goes out to the left side. Here is Sadio Mane. Mane just sends it down the left channel, finds Diouf. Diouf will deliver it in. It's going to be cleared away by Morocco. Comes back inside though to Sadio Mane. Here is Mane, he's going to cross it in. Lagarde will get down low and block it off, and it will be a corner once again for Senegal. We're pressing well. It was Diouf just finding Mane inside the box. Came down the left side of it and he delivered it in, but it was blocked off. So it's going to be a delivery to come in from this near side. Players packed out in the 18-yard box now. We're waiting for this delivery. Amin Kamara. It's headed away. It's going to be hooked back forward, but Bono will collect it. Pape Gueye with the attempt. Pape Gueye's overhead kick actually ended up in the hands of the goalkeeper, so it's Morocco receiving it on the left side now. To move it out to Lagarde, the Marseille centred back, of course used to play for West Ham United. And goes out to Azazouli. Azazouli who will get there. There is Hakimi. Hakimi will send it down the line. And it's going to be sent forward. Bill El Khanous towards Akabi. And somehow he sends it wide of the goal. That really should have been the opening goal of the contest. A really good ball sent forward by Brahim Diaz. Into the path of Ayoub El Kaabi. He has to do better. 7 yards out. 1-on-1 with Edouard Mendy. It has to be an instinctive first-time finish, but somehow Ayoub El Kaabi sends it wide of the goal. And he really should do better there, and he should have a firmer strike of the ball, but he somehow sends it wide. Those Moroccan supporters here in Rabat can't believe that they haven't taken the lead there. They really should have done. Ayoub El Kaabi, who's a poacher, scored 3 goals this tournament already in his international career, scored 32 goals for Morocco, who was unable to add a 33rd there. That was the best chance of the game for them. So ball goes all the way forward and it'll bounce through to the goalkeeper Edouard Mendy, and he can just collect it. Mendy will give it to Moussa Niakite. Now Gana Gueye back into Niakite. Back into Gana Gueye now. Comes to the right side. All the way forward. It will be Moussa Niakite on the ball. Mamadou Sarr just hook it out to the right side. It'll be controlled on the chest by the right fullback. It's Idrissa Gana Gueye. Amin Kamara will flick it on. Iliman Ndiaye. As we go back down the side, and it's a good tackle that goes in by Ismail Saibari. And it goes out for a throw. Goes back to the halfway line with Mamadou Sarr now for Senegal. He'll just play a short ball into the captain Idrissa Gana Gueye. Amin Kamara receives it on the half turn, finds Antoine Mendy. He's the Nice fullback. Delivery comes in towards Nicholas Jackson, but Morocco are able to see it out for a goal kick as the ball was just dinked towards the Bayern Munich striker, but Nicholas Jackson was unable to bring it down. Now we're gone in this game, no goals as of yet. just needed a firmer connection when the ball got played forward towards Ayoub El Kaabi. Should have really done better in that situation. So they've had 6 shots in the game now, have Morocco, but yet to test the goalkeeper, Edouard Mendy, yet to see him make a save. Ball runs all the way through for Bono. He'll just play a short ball into Adam Messina. Messina will give it to Agard. Senegal in quite a clear 4-2-3-1 shape. Ball will be hooked down the right side. It'll be Diouf who'll bring it down. He'll send it forward. Then that's headed away. Mane will chest it down. There is Mamadou Sarr carrying it forward for his side. There is Sadio Mane. Idrissa Gueye to Moussa Niakate. Malik Diouf. Diouf across to Antoine Mendy. There is Mendy to Sadio Mane. Mane across to Moussa Niakate. Now Brahim Diaz. Surging forward, finds Ayoub El Kaabi inside the 18-yard box. His effort's blocked off by Sarr. It's going to be Ezazouli out on the left shot, but on the left side, but his shot goes all the way across goal and out for a goal kick. But Brahim Diaz carrying the ball forward there, found Ayoub El Kaabi, but his effort well blocked off by the Strasbourg defender Mamadou Sarr. And then when it fell to Ezazouli, he lacked any composure. He just tried to send it back across, but it's really poor end product in the end by Ezazouli as the ball goes out for a goal kick. 63 minutes on the clock here. Another glimmer for Morocco, presented with a fantastic opportunity. Here is Idrissa Gana Gueye. He goes back to Moussa Niakate. Mamadou Sarr who will carry it forward for his team. So the teams at the start of this second half, it's Edouard Mendy in goal for Senegal. In defence, Antoine Mendy's come in for his first start, playing at right fullback. El Hadji Malik Diouf playing at left back. Mamadou Sarr and Moussa Niakate in the centre defence. Pape Gueye, Lamine Camara and the captain Idrissa Gana Gueye are in the midfield. Whilst it's a front three of Iliman Ndiaye, Sadio Mane and Nicholas Jackson. For Morocco, no changes for them yet. Bono in goal, Adam Messina, Naif Agard, Moussa Mazraoui and the captain Achraf Hakimi. Neil El Arnoui, Bilal El Khanous and Ismail Saibari are playing in the midfield, with Ezazouli and Brahim Diaz playing either side of Ayoub El Kaabi. But we're yet to see Pat Chow or Volid Regragou turn to their substitute bench as we come into the final 25 minutes now. In my book, Senegal have edged the encounter, but in the second half, Morocco have had 5 shots and have been a little bit better. As comes out to the right side, Brahim Diaz for the host. Hakimi going down the right flank, his delivery in towards the near post, and Niakate just sends it up and over his own bar. It was a dangerous delivery in by Achraf Hakimi, getting down the right side. Moussa Niakate, who just tried to boot the ball away, but he sends it over the top of his own bar. It's going to be a delivery to come in. Plenty of players out on the penalty spot at the moment. Brahim Diaz and Hakimi have stood over it. They go short. They do. It's short to Hakimi, heads it towards the far post, but Neil El Anoui heads it out. He heads it straight off a Senegal player. And no, that's not nice. He is bleeding heavily. They need to get medical attention on there. The camera cut to him, and his face is just completely claret. He's headed the back of Juve's head. That's a horrible one. His face is pouring with blood out. That could be the end of Neil El Anoui's game. He's going to require a lot of stitches. His face has completely changed colour. Gotta hope that the camera doesn't zone into that, but it was Juve who got there. He headed it out for another corner, and El Anoui just headed the back of his head. And thankfully, the referee, Ndala Ngabo, has got medical attention on quickly, but this could be the end of the game for the 24-year-old Neil El Anoui, because his face is completely claret down there. It's not a nice look, to be honest. Well, now he looks in real poor condition. Looks like it could be a bloody end to his evening. Thankfully, Juve has sat back up onto his feet. He's got ice put on the top of his head, but he looks like he's going to be okay. But it's certainly more concern in the direction of Neil El Anoui, and Walid Regragui may have to turn to his substitute bench. Both nations have got players warming up. Edouard Mendy's made his way over to the manager Pat Chow to have a conversation. Not sure about what, but who do we think is edging this game? Well, you can check on our Flash Score platform. You can check all the stats if you go on now. Of course, not only can you listen to my commentary, but you can also check who is playing. You can see our player ratings, which currently have Mazraoui the highest rating with 8.3. Senegalese midfielder Lamine Camara down at 5.9. You can check out individual player stats as well, which shows you that Ayoub El Kaabi and Ismail Saibari have had the most shots, 3 each. You can see that according to expected goals, Ayoub El Kaabi had the best chance of the game with a 0.32 opportunity, of which he put wide. Iliman Ndiaye with the next best opportunity, 0.29. You can see how many touches in the opposition box. You can see Jules won. You can also follow our live commentary, and you can also check the live odds, which at the moment Morocco are the narrow favourites. There has to be a winner in 90 minutes, but the bookmakers, with 20 minutes left, are looking like they're pointing in the direction of a draw. So Sofiane Amrabat is warming up down there. He's maybe a player that Walid Regragui may have to bring on here, with Neil El Anoui still down injured. But Morocco are still yet to actually register a shot on target in this game, which will be the main thing concerning Regragui. He's been bandaged up as Neil El Anoui. Is he going to remain on the pitch? As I say, Sofiane Amrabat is warming up. He has started 2 games. The man currently on loan at La Liga side Real Betis. He previously had a loan spell in the Premier League with Manchester United. El Anoui, I think, has had a really good game in the midfield today for Morocco, conducting in the midfield. Into the final 20 minutes. I knew he still sat down, and of course still concern over him here. He has been strapped up. Looks like he may stay on the pitch. Almost looks like Terry Butcher with his white bandage on his forehead. Senegal have been out without Kalidou Koulibaly, who also missed the 2019 final due to suspension, and his booking against Egypt ruled him out. Missing the Sunderland midfielder Habib Diarra. Morocco have had a couple of injury issues themselves. Azzedine Ounahi has not played throughout the knockout rounds due to a calf injury, and he is on the bench today. And the same has also applied to experienced defender, former Wolves defender Romain Saz, who has not played since sustaining a muscle injury in the tournament opener against Comoros. So Regragui has had to rely on Naif Agard and Adam Messina at the heart of his defence. Ayoub El Karbi has not scored since the group stage against Zambia. He's leading the line today at the expense of Yusuf El Nesri, who's on the bench. El Nesri hasn't started again, the Fenerbahce attacker. They are still strapping up Neil El Anoui. It really does just slow down the momentum of the game. And now Pap Chow has turned to his substitute bench, so it does look like he's looking to bring on a sub. Ibrahim Mbaye looks like he's ready to come on. In conversation with Pat Chow. Play still stopped because Neil El Anoui's just having to take his shirt off now. Looks like he's got some temporary stitches, and he is getting a shirt on now. It looks like the cut was on the top of his eyebrow. But Morocco have a corner to defend now. So play's been stopped for the last 5 minutes or so. We're going to restart here in the 74th minute. Still goalless. It's the PSG fullback, the captain, Achraf Hakimi, who's made his way over to take it. But he can't deliver it in just yet. Oh. Before it can come in, the referee is going to have to tell Hakimi not to deliver it, because Nicholas Jackson has just chucked Adam Messina down to the ground. And the referee has called over Nicholas Jackson and Adam Messina. He's telling the two players to behave. The Congolese official today, Ndala and Garbo, but the supporters in the stadium just want this game to restart. Play's been stopped for 5 or 6 minutes, but Nicholas Jackson just chucking Messina down to the ground. Hakimi, who's going to put both arms in the air. He'll deliver it in towards the near post. It'll be booted away. Be sent back across and all the way out for a goal kick. So Morocco just playing with 10 men, because Neil El Anoui's been told that the shirt that he put on, the spare shirt, had blood on, so he's getting a new shirt. It's struggling to fit round his neck. But at the moment, Walid Regragui's side playing with 10 men on the pitch. The referee has now allowed the Roma midfielder to come back on, to a loud cheer from the Moroccan supporters. So Malik Diouf for Senegal trying to come forward. But before he can, the referee said we're going to have a substitute. Ball has hardly been in play. Well, it hasn't been in play for the last 7 or 8 minutes, and it's going to be a triple sub for Pat. It's Edouard Mendy. Send a long ball up towards Nicholas Jackson. Is he fouled? Not according to the referee. Now it's Bilal El Khanous. coming down the right side. The referee thought was going to stop it because Jackson was down with a head injury. And he has now. And the game was just starting to build nicely about 10 minutes ago, but it is really stopped and stuttered. And now we're going to see finally a substitute come on. So it is going to be Antoine Mendy, who is making his first appearance of the tournament today, and he's done well at right full-back. Antoine Mendy is going to come off. He's worked hard as the...
Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal. Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal. Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal. voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal. Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal.
To boot it out. Pat Charles still looks on in disbelief, but that goal was disallowed by the referee. So, delivery to come in by Hakimi, all the way to the far post. Gay will head it away. Now can Ismail Assar come forward? No, he can't, because he's tackled by Targaline. Targaline with it. Stretch it across. Here is Yawad El Yamik. El Yamik to El Anoui. El Anoui finds Brahim Diaz. Diaz has an awful cross into the box. It does look like we're heading towards extra time. It looks like it's going to be another goalless draw for Morocco. Players entering the pitch to protest towards the referee, I think. And Morocco are asking for a penalty check. Brahim Diaz felt he was dragged down to the ground. VAR having a look at it, and Darlow and Garba is telling him to calm down. Brahim Diaz can't believe it. He is absolutely fuming. Just needs to book him, does the referee. The players, the way they're speaking to him, he just needs to command his authority. Now it's kicking off. Idrissa Gana Gueye and Brahim Diaz are going head to head. Referee just needs to calm this down. Diaz is walking around like it's corruption. Just book him. Get him in the notepad and he will stop. It needs to happen. Brahim Diaz thinks there's a foul. He's convinced that there should be. There's not enough in it. Diouf wins the header. He has a little grab of him, but it's not enough for a foul. Get back up onto your feet. It's not clear and obvious. Although a VAR recommending the referee to the screen. Oh, this would surprise me. Diouf has got his hands over the back of Diaz, but there's not enough in this for me for a foul. There is a massive brawl happening by the referee. Players trying to get to the screen. It's all kicking off. Some of the coaches trying to protect the referee. Players scrambling to get towards him to watch it back. I'm not sure there's enough in this. There's no clear pull of the shirt. Yes, there's a little pull. This could be a penalty for Morocco here. I just feel like Brahim Diaz goes down very easily here. Yes, he would have challenged with the ball, but is he dragged to the ground or? I'm not sure. The referee's watched it. He can't even get away. It's all kicking off. The Moroccan substitutions fighting with the Senegalese substitution. The referee gives a penalty here. 98th minute, and the host nation will have a penalty. And 50 years of agony may be coming to an end here. The referee has got his card out. He is going to book, I'm assuming for Diouf. It's all kicking off down in the technical dugout. The fans don't care, they're celebrating. Maybe the referee's seen something in this touchline fracas. But Ndala and Garbo has checked it on the screen. He's given a penalty. He's going to book Ismail Assar for the way that he's protested in the direction of the referee. Ismail Assar is absolutely fuming. He's still trying to go towards the ref. He has picked up a yellow card. I think Brahim Diaz is desperate to go to ground, in my opinion. I'm not sure that's clear and obvious. I'm not sure there is enough to give the foul there, in my opinion, that is. He is pointed to the spot. We're still nowhere near to getting this penalty taken. The Senegal players are protesting. The referee now booking Diouf for the foul. So he joins Kamara Ansar in the referee's notepad. Has Diouf committed a foul right at the end of this game? I just don't think there's enough at all. Yes, it's a bit silly for Diouf to have his hands where they are, but I don't think it's enough. And now all the pressure comes onto spot kick taker, which still hasn't been identified by Morocco here. They of course benefited from winning on penalties against Nigeria in the semi-final. What is happening here? The goalkeeper's got hold of the ball. There's arguments happening between Abdoulaye Seck and Youssef El Nizri. Referee needs to take control of this. He's still speaking to players. It's all still kicking off down there. The foul was 6 or 7 minutes ago. This is absolutely farcical. How We want to watch a football game here, and this is turning into an absolute farce. They're still arguing. The referee just needs to book them all, really. Just a couple of Morocco penalties just guarding over the penalty spot. Ndolo and Garba, the Congolese official, really has not got a grip of this game. The players haven't got a grip of their emotions, which is understandable considering the context. Why are there still 15 players stood round the penalty box? Just get the goalkeeper on his line, put the ball in the spot and get on with it. Pat Chow and Volid Regagui are complaining. They are fuming. They're having an argument down there. I can't believe what I'm watching. It's the AFCON final and it is being marred by huge controversy here. The fourth official is letting the managers walk around anywhere. Nicholas Jackson, who has been substituted off, is now on the pitch. Pat Chow has got a load of his backroom staff calling someone. I can't believe what I'm watching. Oh, Pat Chow is telling his team to get off the pitch. I can't believe what I'm watching. Pat Chow is telling his team to leave the pitch. 102 minutes played. Pat Chow said, we are not playing. He's protesting. Senegal are making their way off. What is happening? This is extraordinary. In all my life, I have never, ever seen anything like this. Pat Chow has watched the foul and he has said, we are not playing. He is not allowing his side to play. What is happening? This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, we have never seen anything like this. A game of this magnitude. Over 100 minutes played, and Pat Chow says absolutely not. That is not a penalty, and he's walking off. What is happening? I absolutely cannot believe what is happening here. The referee has given a penalty after a VAR check, and Senegal has said, no, we're not playing. It's not fair. This is absolutely bonkers. Play has been stopped for over 10 minutes now. The decision was made by the officials. In my opinion, it's the incorrect decision. But you've still got to play. You can't spit out your dummy. You're in the African Cup of Nations final. You can't just walk off. This is not a good look for African football. This is a dreadful look. If you are tuning in now for the first time watching AFCON, you are thinking, what am I watching? You cannot just walk off. I absolutely cannot believe what I'm watching. There's not much more I can say. Brahim Diaz has made the most of it. He has gone down way too easily, and this is an incredible scenario. I can't believe what I'm watching. Pat Chow is convinced his players aren't going nowhere. He is fuming because his side were denied a goal. Abdoulaye Seck, his header rebounded back off the post. It was headed in and the referee denied it. Pat Chow's now made his way onto the pitch. He's saying to the ref, it's not a penalty and we're not playing if you've given it. The Morocco players are coming over and saying, just get on with it. Play has been stopped for over 10 minutes now. I actually can't believe what I'm watching. And there has been an accusation that has been levelled throughout the tournament that there has been favouritism towards Morocco. Ndolo Ngabo, who is overseeing his first game in the knockout stages here. He's refereed Morocco in their 2-0 win over Comoros. He officiated them in their 7-0 victory over Lesotho. What is Pat Chow hoping to achieve here? And the Senegal players are still refusing to go back on. And they're walking off. Pat Chow is walking off the pitch. This is just a terrible way to end the game. They're leaving for good. What am I watching? I'm lost for words. Someone needs to come down and just say we need to accept it. You can't just walk off. They've just walked off. I'm going to give myself a breather because I can't believe what I'm watching. So I'm hoping that we will get back on with this game, even though I don't think it's a penalty. You can't just stop. But just to sum up for you, it is Senegal 0, Morocco 0. A penalty was given after a VAR check 14 minutes ago. The VAR check was given and they decided that it should be a penalty for Morocco. Pat Chow, after watching it back, has decided to take his team off the pitch. Sadio Mane is one of a few Senegal players to remain on. Pat Chow is fuming. Now Sadio Mane is telling his team to get...
Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal.
his team that they can get back up onto the pitch. But if you're just joining us now, Pat Chow took all of his players off the pitch. He refused for his side to continue playing. Sadio Mane actually remained on the pitch, was one of the few Senegalese players to remain on the pitch, and was telling his team to carry on with it despite not agreeing that it was a penalty. But now in the 111th minute, the players are back out. Pat Chow has allowed his team back on. Edouard Mendy has been booked. Play has been stopped for 16 minutes. It came from a corner, which was headed away by the West Ham fullback Diouf, but Diouf was judged to have dragged back Brahim Diaz inside the 18-yard box. So the VAR sent the referee Ndala and Garbo to the screen. He went and looked at it. He gave the penalty, and the Senegalese team weren't happy at all. They watched it back and they took themselves off. But clearly someone has had a wise word and said you need to continue with this game. So we've probably still got another 4 minutes of added time here. But it's Brahim Diaz who won the penalty, who is going to take it against Edouard Mendy. He has got the opportunity to be a hero here. Mendy is being spoken to by Ndala and Garba. This game has gone off into an absolute farce, but can Brahim Diaz give the host the winning touch here? He scored 5 goals in the competition so far. He's arguably the player of the tournament, but the referee will now blow his whistle. 113 minutes played here. It's Brahim Diaz against Edouard Mendy. What are we waiting for? Brahim Diaz, by the way, has had to take 18 minutes to take this penalty, and still it on goes. Edouard Mendy still not stood on his line. Sadio Mane, he's made his way over now to speak to the referee. Edouard Mendy's just been booked, by the way, and he is clearly wasting time. If the referee is playing it by the book, he gives him a second yellow card here. In Senegal, have got to get a new goalkeeper in goal. He's not got a grip of this game at all. It has been a dreadful night of officiating, but now it is going to be Brahim Diaz. Oh, it's dreadful! Oh my Gideon! I can't believe what I've seen. He has just tried to Panenka it in the 114th minute. It's woeful. That is absolutely dreadful. Brahim Diaz with the penalty to etch his name in the history of Morocco. 50 years they've gone waiting, and Brahim Diaz has the nonchalance to just go and Panenka it, and it's the easiest save of Edouard Mendy's life. Volid Regrui is now onto the pitch. He is screaming in the face of his player. Play has stopped again. Brahim Diaz is down in tears. I can't believe what I'm watching. This is unprecedented. The referee has stopped it now, despite us being still needing to play another 4 minutes. Brahim Diaz is in tears and his manager is screaming in his face. We're going to extra time. We've already seen 117 minutes of action. We're going to see another 30. I need a breather. We'll join you again.
de spelers in ieder bedankt. Ook u, dames en heren, jongens en meisjes. Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal.
First set of the game. Now we're into extra time. It is Senegal 0, Morocco 0, and this game has just descended into absolute chaos. And that was just a shameful ending to the game. Absolute chaos. We'll bring you up to date. But before we do that, I'll run you through the lineups at the start of this extra time. We've still got another 30 minutes. And if you've been watching or listening tonight, I don't think you'll have ever seen a football game like it. The right reasons. So Mane's going to take the throw. We'll bring you up to date with the teams. Mane launches it in. His back foot was up off the floor, so it should have been a foul throw. The play will continue. It goes back in, and it's headed away by Mazraoui. And it's cleared away by Yared El Yamik. And here is Morocco trying to come forward. Interesting to see, is Brahim Diaz still on the pitch? He is. So, teams at the start of this second half. Edouard Mendy is in goal. It is El Hadji Malik Diouf has picked up a yellow card for the penalty. Moussini Keita and Ibrahim Mbaye, Ismaila Sarr and Sadio Mane are playing either side of the lone striker Sharif Ndiaye. It's an attacking team left on the pitch for Senegal. For Morocco, Bono is in goal for them. It's a back four, the captain Achraf Hakimi, Noussair Mazraoui, Naif Agard and Yared El Yamik. In the midfield, it is Neil El Anoui, Anas Salah Yadin and Oussama Targaline. Whilst out wide, we've got Ezaloui and Brahim Diaz, who's potentially taken the worst penalty of all time tonight, and Youssef El Nesri is leading the line for Morocco. So just bring you up to date, it was an edgy affair, pretty uneventful first 94 minutes or so. Senegal had a goal disallowed, which the Senegalese team were absolutely fuming at, as it was headed at the back post by Sek, but the referee blew his whistle before the ball ended up in the back of the net, so VAR couldn't change it. Then 2 minutes later, Morocco took a corner, headed away by Diouf. There was a slight maybe pull on the shoulder, clearly for me not clear and obvious. The referee gave a penalty. It all descended into chaos after that. As we'll just break away because Senegal are coming forward. And oh, it's Pape Gueye with the strike, and it's Pape Gueye with the goal. And the team that walked off in the pitch in protest just 10 minutes ago are now leading in the AFCON final. Missiles being thrown by the home crowd here, but it's Pape Gueye with the goal. And Morocco, who just a few minutes ago were a penalty away from winning their first AFCON in 50 years. They are now behind here, and it's the Villarreal midfielder, Pape Gueye with the strike. And what a goal, if it is to win it, with his third of the campaign. His sixth goal in the colours of green. And it's Pape Gueye receiving the ball from deep by Idrissa Gana. He just carried it forward, and you could have had three goalkeepers in the net, and not a single one of them would have stopped that one. flies into the top corner. It comes off the underside of the crossbar to just hit the back of the net. It is a wonderful, masterful strike, and we are in to a cracker of a game. And still never brought you up to date, if you were just joining us, of what happened at the end of that second half. But 5 minutes into extra time, and it is Senegal who have taken the lead. Pap Gay with the goal. So Senegal, who went off the pitch in protest, they refused to play because a penalty was given. Well, Brahim Diaz took the penalty and he penented it down the middle. The next scene we saw was the manager screaming in his face. Brahim Diaz down in tears. You can't penenka it in that situation. And this is a real hammer blow for Morocco, who are preparing a couple of substitutions here. So it goes all the way forward. It will be headed down there. It's up towards Youssef El Nesri. Brahim Diaz picks it up. He needs to get a goal from somewhere. Here's Morocco down the left side. Goes up towards Youssef El Nesri. Nikate will go back to his goalkeeper. Edouard Mendy will send it forward. It's back. Here is El Yamik. El Yamik will launch it forward. It falls down for Brahim Diaz. He chops back in onto his right foot, but his effort is saved by Edouard Mendy. He really needs a goal, this Brahim Diaz. He just penenkered it into the hands of the goalkeeper. Ball comes all the way back. Now carrying it forward is Agard. Agard will launch it forward. Diouf will clear it away towards Sharif Ndiaye. Can he bring it down? He's bundled over by Al Yamik, and Ndiaye is now down. So we are going to get some substitutes now. Brahim Diaz making his way off to the noise of boos. Brahim Diaz crying as he makes his way off the pitch. What a roller coaster of emotions he will have had, but he is off, and so is the Manchester United fullback Noussair Mazraoui. Coming on for them. For Morocco, it's Ilyas Akamak, the Villarreal attacker who's played 39 minutes in the competition so far. He is on, and so is Hamza Igamane. He plays his club football out in France with Lille. He's played 37 minutes, but Hamza Igamane and Ilyas Akamak are on. 98 minutes played now. Ball goes forward. It'll be headed by Agard. It's all the way forward. Abdoulaye Seck heads it. Sadio Mane. It's going to be cleared down the line. Booted away, comes forward and all the way, and El Yamik will win it in the air. Now Gay heads it forward. Mane tries to bring it down. Lamine Kamara. Now Sarr. Out to the right side. It's going to be a throw for Morocco. It's back to the central defender. El Nenoui loses it, and now Senegal can come forward. It's Sadio Mane. Mane trying to run at the fullback for Morocco. He will launch it in, and it is going to be booted away. Headed back down. Awful touch taken by Ibrahim Mbaye. Opportunity for Akamak coming forward for Morocco. Akamak coming forward. Ball goes out to the right side, and Hakimi will look to deliver it in. It's going to be pulled back to Akamak. Akamak receiving it on the edge of the box, trying to take on Diouf, but Diouf with a good challenge. Recycled it again. Comes to the edge of the box. Ainawi to the left side. He will pull it in, and it's Diouf who pulls it away. And Diouf kicks out for a throw, so it will be Morocco. Get on with it quickly. It comes to Igamane. Good height. So the ball goes all the way forward. Tagalin towards Mendy. Mendy gets it, but he's caught by Youssef El Nesri. The Senegalese side are convinced and pointing towards the referee that Mendy has been fouled here. It was headed by Yazaloui. El Nesri committed for it. May have just caught Mendy. I think he's just playing for time, really, more than anything. I don't think there was really that much of a connection on him. So Mendy will put the ball down inside his 6-yard box. The rain is now pouring down here in Rabat. Yes, Walid Regragui, he's standing there watching the rain pour down on his head. Penny for his thoughts as the ball goes forward. Here is Sadio Mane, but that is a good tackle. It's now coming down the left side. Hakimi can just launch it forward up towards El Nesri. El Nesri will flick it on. It needs to go back, and Edouard Mendy will boot it away, and he's caught by a Moroccan player. And Farid is going to give a free kick yet again. The game is going to stop. Igamane just catching Edouard Mendy. That is a foul. Mendy clearing it away, and Igamane just catching him late. Brushes Mendy though. He doesn't need to jump to the floor like he does. Yeah, Mendy probably has felt much greater contact than that, but a little bit of play acting from him. For me, with the whole thing that happened towards the end of the game in the second half of normal time, the referee really needs to get a grip of it, because that was the definition of time wasting. Brahim Diaz had to wait 18 minutes to take his penalty, and that was at the Senegalese player's chance. So that now presents the opportunity for teams to do that. They can do that because the referee only booked Edouard Mendy, and then he continued time wasting. Really, Edouard Mendy shouldn't have been there to save the penalty, because he should have been sent off. He should have got a second yellow card. And Pat Charles walking onto the pitch and arguing with the referee. Why he's still down there in the dugout, I don't know. But Ndala Ngaba, the Congolese official, has had an absolute nightmare. Just seeing Brahim Diaz on the sub-bench, who is in tears. He will be praying that his side can find an equaliser in this game. But at the moment, it is Senegal 1, Morocco 0. Unprecedented scenes here in the AFCON. So it's Hakimi on the ball. And Salah Adine. It's back to Agard. Agard will go to Jawad Yal-Yamik, who's the third substitute for Morocco. Who comes back? Bono will launch it forward. Igamane is trying to stay on his feet. He can't. He is hobbling. He's off. Morocco are going to have to play with 10 men here. They've made 6 substitutions. And Walid Regragui's side are going to have to play with just 10 men. Still football to be played, but it was Hamza Igamane. He's tried to stay on his feet, to his credit, but he's led down on the ground now. So Morocco playing with 10 men. It's going to Ezalouli, crosses it in. There is El Nesri, 6 yards out, but he has headed it wide of the goal. That was an excellent opportunity for Youssef El Nesri. He crouches down to meet it. He heads it wide of the goal. It's just a little bit too meaty, the header, to be honest with you. Morocco are playing with just 10 men on now. Hamza Igamane tried to stay on his feet, but he's just hobbled back down to the ground. It looks like he's physically unable to compete. So, Morocco are coming forward now. Salahuddin to El Anoui. El Anoui going on as he fouled by Idrissa Gane again, not according to the referee. Now goes down the right side. Ibrahim Mbaye. Mbaye going down the right channel. Oh, excellent. Oh, it's superb. Ibrahim Mbaye carries on. Great block by Hakimi. Remember, Morocco playing with just 10 men on the pitch now. Hakimi is tackled by Sharif Ndiaye. Morocco are going to get on with it quickly. It comes back to El Yamik. El Yamik will carry it forward. We're into 1 minute of additional time. I don't know where they found 1 minute. The play was stopped for about 3 minutes, but El Yamik will hook it in behind towards El Nizri, but it will run through into the hands of Edouard Mendy. Ibrahim Mbaye, who ultimately was denied by his domestic teammate at PSG. Achraf Hakimi just getting back in and blocking it off. Here is Morocco inside to Salahuddin. Salahuddin ends up on the ground. Referee doesn't think it's a foul. Now I can match. Can't believe it's a foul. Now, you know, they haven't given the foul, so why doesn't Walid Regragui take his side off in protest? That is the precedent that they've set here, Pap Charles' team, and the referee by not getting a grip of it. So Hakimi down the right side now. Hakimi will cross it in. And it's really poor delivery. Ibrahim Mbaye given away. There is Morocco. Oh, it's loose by Neil El Anoui. Now it's Mane coming forward. Referee's carrying play on. He then is going to end it there. We're at half time. It's Senegal who are leading. Pape Gueye with the crucial goal. We've got 15 minutes.
Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal.
It is a game that is descended into absolute chaos. By the end of this game, we will have played 150 minutes because there was an extra half an hour in normal time, although I loosely should say played because half of it was spent with Senegal protesting off the pitch. But now they're coming forward. Morocco, who've only got 10 men on the pitch because of an injury to their number 7, Hamza Igamane, who went off injured. They've made all their substitutes, so they're having to play with 10 men. There was a substitute at half-time here for Senegal. El Hadji Malik Diouf, who's on a yellow card, has made his way off, and coming on for him is the Galatasaray fullback Ismail Jacobs, who is on. So Hakimi with the corner, it's headed away, comes back to the far post, it's going to be an effort, and it's going to be booted out. Kane to the substitute, Yavid Yamik, he sends it wide of the goal. A lack of quality there. So Senegal have had 10 shots in this game, Morocco have had 15. 5 on target for Senegal, 3 on target for Morocco. For me, Senegal have edged the encounter. They have been the side with a little bit more quality, but the host nation here will be praying that they can find a way. Ball goes all the way through to Edouard Mendy. Mendy's going to launch it out. There's an awkward ball back into him. There's an added urgency about Morocco's play now. Pape Gueye scored Senegal's 100th Senegalese AFCON's goal. That's Tagalines, tackled by Idrissa Gana Gueye. It's going to be another corner opportunity for the host nation. Everyone bar the goalkeeper making their way forward. They've still got 12 minutes left here. But it is Ilyas Akamac who's going to take it. It's going to be a left-footed cross in. It's going to be met. Oh, it hits the crossbar. Bounces back out to El Yamik. It's cleared away. Headed forward again. Cleared off the line. Neil El Nui. It's blocked. El Nui again. It's blocked. Incredible. Now it's Ibrahim Mbaye coming forward for Senegal. The 10 men of Morocco just keep on going. They had about 4 to 5 bites of the cherry there, but Senegal defending for their lives. Here is Achraf Hakimi coming forward for Morocco, brought down by Sadio Mane. The referee were playing advantage. It's Akamac on it. Akamac will deliver it in. Edouard Mendy comes for it. That is excellent goalkeeping by him. Remember, he's only got 8 seconds on the ball, but it came to Agard, who headed it off the crossbar. And then there was a Senegal player down there, I think it was Mamadou Sow, fell down to the ground, was blocking the ball with his chest. But Morocco come forward again. 10 men of Morocco against the 11 men of Senegal. It's Neil El Nui. He's caught by the goal scorer, Pape Gueye, who at the moment is going to be the star of this game. Ball goes out to the right side. Here is Hakimi. Hakimi delivers it in towards the near post, and it is going to be headed away by Moussa Niakate. Hakimi will throw it forward. There is Akamac. Tries to take on Sharif Ndiaye. He's caught. Morocco are going to take it quickly. The referee, Ndala Ngaba, is going to make his way over. Mane is fuming that foul was given. It's going to be a delivery to come in. There is gadgets flying in the air, scanning the faces of the players. You can see green laser just going into the face of the Senegal players. So it's a free kick coming by Akamac, and it's poor. It does end up in the hands of Edouard Mendy, but it has to be some strike to beat him from that sort of angle, and it's comfortable for Mendy. The ball goes all the way back to Bono. Bono will launch it forward. Pape Gueye will bring it down on his chest. Gay is tackled. It's going to be booted away. Really messy this, but Senegal will just keep playing their football. Going down the right side with Ismail Assar. Assar finds Sharif Ndiaye. What a save by Bono. And an open goal missed by Sharif Ndiaye. 6 yards out. Ndiaye with the strike. Bono with the save. And then the opportunity falls to Ndiaye. He's got an open goal. No one near him. 6 yards out. And that is one of the biggest, incredible misses I've ever seen in my life. He's got an open goal. All he has to do is roll it into the back of the net. And he's put it wide. What am I watching today? Unprecedented. Pat Gay now going forward. He's caught from behind. And Senegal will have the free kick. But Sharif Ndiaye had the opportunity to wrap up the trophy, to bring home the second ever AFCON title for his nation. Well, he's missed an open net from 6 yards out. There's a foul there, and Sadio Mane. It was by Youssef El Nesri, and he has gone into the referee's notepad. What goalkeeping by Bono, who got a hand back on the ball. Put it on to Sharif Ndiaye, but he still has to score. He has to score, but he hasn't. Fingertip save by Bono. It's going to be a delivery to come in. It looks like Senegal are preparing to make another substitute. Parfait Ciss is waiting to join the action. Players still discussing down there. Senegal not happy because they feel like this Moroccan player stood by them is not 10 yards away. Like a match. It's Ismail Jacobs and Sadio Mane stood over the free kick. Mane will hook it forward. It's going to be headed away and then headed back forward, and the guard can move it out to the left side. Racing down the left channel, and this time it will be a booking in the direction of the Strasbourg defender, Mamadou Sarr, who by my book is the 5th Senegal player to go into the notepad. Long ball goes forward up towards Youssef El Nesri, brings it down on his chest. He could just play it back. It comes all the way back to Tagalin. Now El Anoui, like a match there. El Anoui comes back across. Anoui on the ball. Morocco, remember, just 10 men on the pitch against the 11 of Senegal. Try and send it out to the right side in the direction of Hakimi, but Mane wins the ball back. Then Hakimi brings them down. The referee gives the foul. Now it's Morocco's turn to be disgusted at the decisions of the referee. I think it was a foul. Tagalin just with a body check on Mane. It's worse in slow motion. 114 minutes, as we mentioned. 144 minutes played now. The rain continues to pour down. It'll be a long ball forward, out to the right side. Ibrahim Mbaye will touch it down. Inside with Ismail Assar. Sarr comes inside. It's a strong tackle that goes in by a guard. Now Morocco could try and break forward, but Mamadou Sarr will just block it off. The rain unrelenting in the way it's coming down onto these players on the pitch. Difficult conditions. So it'll be a throw to be taken by the former Nottingham Forest defender, Niakate. Finds Mbaye, just 17 years of age. It's going to be an effort from distance. And it's Bono with an instinctive save, and he pushes it out for a corner. The man in all orange had to be there. But Pat Gay's already scored a goal in this game. That was travelling. And Bono just had to push it out for a corner. The longer this game goes on, it just looks like it's not going to be for the host nation. So Ismail Jacobs will just go short to Mane with the corner. Comes back into Mane. He crosses it in. Really neatly worked, but it's well blocked off by Usama Tagalin. The referee, Ndala and Garbo, is going to tell them to get on with this corner, to speed it up. It's the Galatasaray fullback, Ismail Jacobs, who will take the corner. Mane saying they are not close enough. The referee just needs to book him. He's so weak. He's been awful today as the referee. Clear signs of time wasted, and he just doesn't do anything about it. So Jacobs, delivery in, headed away. He's going to come out for Idrissa Gana Gueye, hits it on the half volley. It's nowhere near goal, it's wide of it. You feel like he's getting to the last chance saloon for Morocco now. 117 minutes on the clock here. The Al Hilal goalkeeper, Bono, who's been excellent to be fair, he's going to send it forward. Hakimi, that's awful, unable to touch it down. Now it's Mane, keeps it in play. Apparently it doesn't, according to the assistant referee. Now the Senegalese backroom staff, Pat Chow, screaming in the face of the assistant referee. Pat Chow is fuming, absolutely fuming. He's convinced it hasn't gone out. It didn't look like it did to me. Be interesting to see it back. Volleyed Oregagui is fuming about something as well. Member of the backroom staff has gone to confront a member of the Senegal backroom staff. The play is still continuing, and it will just bounce through into the hands of Edouard Mendy. Now the goalkeeper in all blue will launch it forward, headed by El Yamik. Here is Sharif Ndiaye. El Yamik will just knock it off him. They're going to take the throw. Hakimi with the ball in his hands. Gives it to El Amnoui, back into Hakimi. They give it away. Senegal are just suffocating Morocco here. Sharif Ndiaye. That's a late challenge going in by Sharif Ndiaye. El Yamik is down on the ground. Play will continue. Referee says let's get on with it. So they go down the left side. Anas Salah Adine. Akamatch with it to Targaline. Here's a guard. Finds the El Yamik. Finds Targaline. Out to the right side. Hakimi. This needs to be on the point. Crosses it in. Goes all the way to the far post. It's a delivery that goes in. What is going on here? There's a Senegalese player running onto the pitch. I have no idea what's going on. There's a Senegalese player that has just ran onto the pitch. Was it a supporter? Not sure, but play is continuing. Something off the pitch is happening here. El Yamik with it. Goes all the way back. Here is Bono. Bono to Targaline. El Yamik. Send it out to the right side. Hakimi could step inside. Hakimi, but good challenge going in by Jacobs. Now it's Sadio Mane. Pat Gueye. It's nearly finds Sadio Mane. Goes all the way back. Goes all the way out to the left side. Now Ezazuli. Yeah, well done by Abdoulaye Seck, was able to boot it out. Now on the left flank, they're still going. It's going to be a delivery in. Edouard Mendy comes out and collects it, and he will stay down on the ground now. This is, for me, perhaps the most mental game that you could ever imagine. Perhaps not for the right reason. Sharif Ndiaye with the foul. Sadio Mane kicks the ball away. It's going to be a free kick for Morocco. Bono is going to take it. You expect a couple of minutes to be added on here. Bono will launch it forward. He flicked on into the path of Youssef El Nesri. The Senegalese player's gone down too easy. The referee's given everything in the direction of Senegal now. Morocco can't believe it. Penny for the thoughts of those Moroccan supporters in the stadium today. We're into 3 minutes of additional time, But in the 116th minute of normal time, they looked like they were going to win it, but Brahim Diaz decided to Panenka the ball, and it was the most comfortable save that Edouard Mendy will ever make in his life. And now Morocco are staring defeat in the face. Senegal perhaps on their way to win their second ever AFCON title. Ball goes forward. Heads back. Goes out to the right side. Sharif Ndiaye. It's a touch, good strong challenge. Going in by Anas Salah Adine. Wonder where, if Morocco do lose this game, that will leave Walid Regragui. Because all the talk coming into this competition was that he had to win it to stay in a job, which sounds ridiculous. I mean, considering the most recent World Cup, they made the semi-finals, which was incredible achievement for Morocco. No one expected them to do it. But now Sharif Ndiaye will cross it in. El Yamik will just boot it away. It's going to be a throw once again for Senegal, who are going to take their time. Remember, just 10 men on the pitch here for Morocco. 122 minutes into this game. The rain continues to pour down. It's a throw that goes forward. It's kept in play, and then it is booted out, and Ismaila Sarr will collect it. This would be huge for Sadio Mane in Senegal. Throw that goes forward, it's blocked off by Salah Adine. It goes out for a throw once again for Senegal, who are going to take their time over it. Senegal players are getting ready to run onto the pitch to celebrate. In farcical conditions. Ball will go all the way forward, and I think it will just bounce out of play. It will. For a throw for Senegal. Pap Chow is saying the game needs to end. It can't, the time hasn't gone. So throw goes forward. It's going to be booted away by a guard. It's an awful boot away. He needs to show more composure on the ball there. Senegal are taking so long with every throw. Sadio Mane's telling his team just to get on with it. Let's get the ball into play. Throw goes down the line towards Sharif Ndiaye. Morocco maybe the last chance here. They're going to have a free kick. This may be last chance saloon. Will this be it? Bono to take. Referee's going to stop it there. Senegal win the AFCON. Senegal are the champions of Africa once again. Morocco's 50-year wait for an African trophy carries on. But Senegal are the kings of the continent. They are the champions. Senegal have done it. The dreams are crushed of Morocco. But Senegal can go and celebrate. It finishes Senegal 1.
Bedankt voor de fantastische ondersteuning van het elftal.